When I'm feeling your love, it's like a whip that blows. Can't give up and I can't let go. Won't give up, I won't lose. When I'm broken down and I'm bruised.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm in a different setting. I'm actually in a hotel for an unrelated reason. I'm not here to ride bikes, but yeah, we're going to get into the video, but I'll give you a quick room tour before we start. Right, so if we start at their door, you come in, you got a nice little bathroom, little bath and stuff. You know, standard sink stuff. Door, I mean, I'm the only one here. And then here we got a nice little full-length mirror. Just turn it sideways for you there. And then we go into the main area. We got the bed, got a jumper. We got the filming set up and my nice little tripod here. Don't tell the hotel. Yeah, we got the whole setup here. Got pizza just had. Got my MacBook that I was watching YouTube on, and yeah, we got obviously I bought some water. You see. Yeah, the bed had a safe problem today. Got back, and the safe had run out of battery, as we now found out. So my laptop was in there and the camera, but it's all good now. We got this little alarm clock thingy, but in the dark, that was lighting up the whole gaff, the whole area. So yeah, I just turned it over. Light switch, you know, standard light switch stuff. Yeah, over the bed. So I came in and I thought, oh, I came in and I thought, where's the kettle? Because got some hot chocolate down there, right? Where's the kettle? Where's the kettle? Check the drawers. Not even a Bible. I mean, come on. And we checked this drawer, and the plates went in there. It's the kettle. So just coffee, really, no hot chocolate in here. Got some milk, and some decent sized cup. But yeah, right. Let's get back to the video. There is a view outside, and it is snowing. Oh, it's not snowing currently, but it was snowing. That is snow. So yeah, back to the video. It is snowing. Actually, oh my god, look at the snow. So much snow. It's snowing. In today's video, as I said, we're in the hotel, so couldn't really ride a bike in here. I mean, probably could. If I had my rocker, I could throw through shapes around. But no, as you can see by the title, I'm going to be rating. I'm going to tell you the 10 best BMX tracks in the UK. Now, I've made a list of 10 tracks that I've been to 4 out of the 10. So there's 6 that I haven't been to. I've just seen pictures and videos and clips and all that. So yeah, we're going to rate some. But before we get into that, there's tracks all over the country. So I've narrowed it down to the 10 best ones in the whole of the UK that I've been to and I haven't been to. So some honourable mentions before we start is Greenwich, obviously, because that's where I started. So that is going to make even the video, not just the list, not even the list. If it doesn't make the list, it's made the video. So Greenwich, if you haven't been to Greenwich, it's a really good starter track. If you haven't raced BMX before, that is a great track to be to. Obviously, if you live in Scotland, probably not. Don't commute down. It's not the best track for that. But another one is Tallysan BMX track, which is the one we went to in Wales. The last one we went to with the bricked berms, which is really nice and smooth. But obviously, it needs some work on the actual track. If you look at pictures from Google, the track is in like pristine condition. They've even got, we saw they had a gate there, so they could race it. But that's a great track. But don't take a race bike, take a jump bike, take a mountain bike, something, because you don't want those tyres on that slate, because the view behind is sick. So that's another honourable mention. Linfee BMX track is also in Wales, and it looks pretty sick in photos. I haven't been to that one, but it looks really good. And the fourth and final honourable mention before we get into the actual list is Royston BMX track. Now, it nearly did make the list, but obviously there's too many tracks to put on the top 10 because there's obviously 11 to put on the top 10. So, yeah, Royston's probably number 11. I haven't been there either, but seen pictures, seen reactions. So into the list. Now, I'm going to go from 10 to 1. If you've seen what tracks I ride and I've ridden before, we're going to know what the top 1 is. But let's start at number 10, which is Birmingham. Now, obviously, I haven't done all the nationals. I've literally done one national. Well, I've done 2 rounds in my career. Yeah, I've always heard Birmingham's pretty good national. It looks, on pictures, it looks good. On clips, it looks good. It's a decent sized track. It looks the same size. I'm going to compare most of these to Cycler Park because Cycler Park is the biggest track, unless Runnymede is quite big as well. So yeah, Birmingham coming at number 10. So number 9, we've got Platfields. Now, if you don't know what that means, if you don't know what Platfields is, it is the outdoor Manchester BMX track. Now, obviously coming off the list, it's definitely Manchester indoor. I haven't ridden there either, but we're gonna, it's got to be on there. I'd say it's the best venue for BMX in the country. Yeah, sure. So yeah, it's actually got an outdoor track, which is I've seen it in pictures. Haven't ridden there either. It's going to be a lot of tracks I haven't ridden. It's a pretty sick track to see how good it is. Does that make sense? It looks like a pretty sick track to ride, and hopefully I can ride it one day when we can actually travel, because I want to race nationals on cruiser, but that'll be coming up in a podcast episode maybe. So on to number 8 on the list I've got here is Huncote or Honeycote or Leicester. We're going to go with Leicester because I don't Huncote or Huncote. Maybe someone from Leicester could actually read it properly, I don't know. Yeah, so Leicester BMX track, which another one, haven't been to. Looks similar to Birmingham or Royston, kind of that feel. I think less trees than Royston, but yeah, it looks pretty sick. It doesn't look too big either actually, because ones like Glasgow and all these, Cumbernauld, they look huge and a bit scary, I guess, in Manchester indoor. But this one doesn't look too bad. It looks like an even track, I'd say. So number 7 is the one I just mentioned, which is Cumbernauld, which is, if you live on the Isle of Wight, is the furthest track for you. In the UK, it is the Scottish national best track. I don't know. It's the one they always have a national at, and hopefully I want to ride that one day because we can turn it into a week there or a couple of days there. Or it's just a good trip up, I guess, to Scotland. So number 6 is, now we're not gonna slate me because I put it this far down, okay? But we got Manchester indoor. Yes, I know. We can't have it in top 5. Not with these tracks I've got, because the top 5 is 4 tracks I've ridden and 1 track I haven't ridden, but it looks pretty sick. So yeah, Manchester indoor. Everyone knows about Manchester indoor. They change it a lot, but I've never ridden there. It's got a 5 metre start hill and a 7 metre. And the 7 metre, well, I think both of them actually have a rolling drop. So when you go down the start hill, it drops down about halfway, and you have to kind of time your pedals and all this. But yeah, it'd be another one I want to ride, obviously. And yeah, another little quirk about that track as well. It's got, the gate is actually single gates. I'm not sure if it's just on the 7 or the 5 or both. I'm not really sure. But it's got single gates. So only videos I've seen, it makes me quite nervy about actually being able to ride it. But yeah, so let's move on to number 5. So now we're in the top 5. This is where the big numbers, the big leagues of the tracks. So as I said, 4 are in, 1 I haven't. And the number 5 is Merton. Now, Merton, not a national track. It's probably national standard, but if you haven't ridden Merton, you got to ride Merton. So if you don't know what Merton is the actual place it's in. It's in Mitcham in London. It's not a great area, but the track is sick. Because I haven't ridden it much, and it got vandalised a couple of years ago. They had to replace the whole track, but they had to replace the whole start hill. Like the gate number 8 was all like trashed, but it's back and running now, and I'm not really sure what the current situation is, obviously. But it is a gated off track, so you can't go and just ride it whenever. But it is really sick whenever I've raced it, and I think I've had one training session there, which I think I did have a GoPro edit from, so you can go back and watch that if you really care. And you want to see an orange bikes in that. So yeah, Merton's really sick. It's one where it's got a big berm that sweeps round at the start, and yeah, it's just generally pretty sick. Number 4 is a track I rode last year, even though there wasn't any racing, Runnymede. I rode it twice last year. Once for the Runnymede edit, which was really sick, that me and Kushal did. And then we got the Christmas edit, which was in that me and my sister went and filmed the bit of it in my Christmas suit, my nice attire. Yeah, so Runnymede is number 4 because yeah, it's just pretty sick. So number 3 is one of my top favourites. It's had the South Champs there, it's had a regional there, it's had nationals in the past, but I haven't raced them. It is Bournemouth. Now, Bournemouth, if you haven't ridden it, it is another one with the sweeping berm, and it's such a nice track to ride. I'd say the worst part about it is the third straight, but then it's still a table and 2 big doubles, which is still sick. So, and that's the worst part about it. So, because the back straight, which is the second straight, has got, I think it's a quad roller and then a double into the berm, and that berm's pretty flat, but we're going to look past that. We're at number 3 now, you know. So yeah, get to ride Bournemouth if you can. So number 2, which you might not actually expect from me, is Telford. Now, everything I've seen about this track, it looks pretty good. Now, there's probably riders that don't like Telford and have actually ridden it, so okay. I haven't ridden it, so but I'll put it number 2 because it looks pretty decent. It looks really good. I've put it number 2. That's probably quite generous, even though I haven't ridden it. So yeah, Telford, you're just lucky to be number 2, okay, I guess. So down to number 1. Now, you may notice there was a track I haven't mentioned. One, you know, the best track in the UK, as I'm about to reveal, because it's the top 10 tracks. You know, this has been voted for, judged by everyone in this hotel room, and yeah. So the number 1, I'm putting the phone down. The number 1 BMX track in the UK is Cycler Park. Now, that is quite predictable, I guess, because it is my home track. But Cycler Park has got so many different well, I say so many different lines. It's got a double, triple first straight. You got a double roller, step up at the end. Second straight, then you got a rhythm section, kind of go into that, and then you got the fourth straight, which is a step up, step down quad, and then you got triple, and then a roller, table, roller. Now, even that last straight there's so many different lines. Well, there's obviously a limited amount, but there's quite a lot of lines. But it's such a nice track to ride. But then but then also anyone's home track is going to be their best track, hopefully, unless you live near Hayes, or Brixton, which I feel bad for you because of their tracks. But yeah, Cycler Park's sick, so that is why Cycler Park is number 1. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a bit of different location, as you can see, a nice little grey curtain backdrop. Had a nice little room tour in there for you. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see the 10 worst BMX tracks in the UK, and I've already started making a list just in preparation. But it's actually quite difficult to get actually 10 tracks that are that bad, because I haven't ridden 10 bad tracks, so I've got to kind of make the list up, look at a track. Yeah, so if you want to see that, click the like button. If you want to see any pump track ones, test 10 best pump tracks, 10 worst pump tracks, then leave a comment which pump tracks you think should make those lists, whichever one, the top best or the top worst. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
The roof don't drop, so we poking out of the sunroof. No AC, no MP3s, only CDs. Tell me what you want to do. If I don't make it, please don't fake it. You got me if I got you. I got this spot too that I go to when the sun is up, the grass is green. There ain't no TV screen, only blue skies. Please use your imagination, tell me what you dream. And I picture you and that on the scene. But are you snapping? Cause I ain't getting cream from serving packets on the block to fiends. Summer on the budget, you don't love it, but can you put up with it? I got a plan and I see us